I'm not sure if you had the same problem, but if you get POR-15 around the seal here, what'll happen is you'll never get that lid off, or if you do get it off, you'll never get it to seal there again. So there's a couple ways to do this. You could drill into this. You could drill. I'm tempted this time to go for the side, but the side doesn't feel quite as strong as the bottom, in my opinion. And I've done this before on the bottom of cans. Now I'm gonna want it to drip out nicely. It's like basically could go here, but I want to make sure it's also gonna, the flat tip of my screw is also gonna make a nice seal. So I guess really I'm gonna want to go right about here to make sure that it can go all the way in. It doesn't seem ideal, but when we're down to that little left in the can, I think it's not going to be a concern. So this is a self-tapping screw, and so in order to seal the can now, all I'm going to need to do is put that screw back in, but I can put the screw in to seal it off. I can take the screw out to open it up and just get little drips of the glue that I'm going to use. Now, glue, paint. Done with that. I can put that in the shade. Now, you want to have a chip brush that you're going to throw out. It's going to be garbage. There's no saving these brushes after using POR-15, in my opinion. Maybe you could, but this is a $68 32-ounce can of paint here. I think I can waste $1 on the paintbrush, if that. So here is the thing that I poured the paint into last time I used it. And so you see I've got my gloves here that I'm certainly going to put on. But because this is still loose, and there I go, probably getting schmutz on my fingers, it's never going to come off already. I just put that right there. Okay, and then I can pour the paint into the dish that I'm going to use. And you see, it's not going to come out very fast because of the air. So I can just squeeze it on out. This is harder to do with a smaller can, but now I do need to worry about drips coming off the side of the can. So I'm going to minimize the drips if possible, but and then put it somewhere where it's not going to cause any problems, and right there. And now I've got this, and I can go for my POR-15 painting. I can just do this any old way I want. I had a very small can before, so I would, had it all tilted up like this. And you don't need to gob this stuff on. Just a nice smooth coat. And I am very excited to be getting this. I got a little bit of hair in there already. And this is, there's that hair. Don't want to get that in there because it's going to be bonded forever. Maybe put it down here where it doesn't matter. But up here on this railing, this is where everybody touches it and gonna look at it. So this is where I want to have the smoothest finish, and maybe 2 coats. But notice I've definitely got a drop cloth because this is not something that I want to get spilled on the ground, because like I said, it doesn't come off. I spilled a can of this on my garage floor and it dried, and it's there for eternity now, man. I'm so excited to finally get this done. Since we got a swimming pool here, we like to toss towels and things over the railing, but all the stuff ends up getting all rusted because of the rust on the raw iron. And I don't want to have to do this, you know, over and over again every couple of years. So that's why I'm doing this with POR-15. I'm pretty confident that this is going to last a long time. And I don't know whether this gloss black is going to require a top coat, but I'm not exactly the type of guy to read the instructions. The way that it looks on these twisted spindles is really pretty cool, I think, the gloss black. I was wishing that I didn't have any twisted spindles, but now that I see what it looks like, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But you can see it's very easy to use this stuff. You just want to make sure that you don't get it anywhere you don't want it. And edging here is not going to be all that easy, but because it's a dark wood. Now up here I didn't grind everything off, but I think that's going to be okay. Anyway, this could go on forever, but you can see that it's very easy to do this. And again, just use a screw and to make sure what I'm doing the bottom here. Use a screw to open and close the can, and that way it won't all dry up on you, as it's done to me in the past. It's not the type of stuff that you typically use too much of, so it would be nice to be able to keep it around, as I was able to keep my last can around for a long time. It was a 4-ounce can, and I probably did several projects with it. Now in this case, I don't want to have to keep on making tons of orders, so I decided to just go ahead and buy a whole quart. I assume that's going to be enough to do this whole railing, but anyway, enough of this.